I'm back in Belgium. I'm not too happy about it. A lot of people can relate to the fact that we get back home after a vacation. It's always, the weight of all the things at home that fall down on you. It's a normal thing. Well, my shoelaces are undone. Give me a second. Fix it. But in my case, it's, I feel slightly different. But I got a meeting today, or I'm meeting up with an ex-colleague. That's why I'm on my way to the train station. That was a good meeting. Productive. I like those. And it was nice to see Robbie back. He's like a former colleague. He's very passionate about games. Always fun to talk to him. He's doing some good business. Anyways, I was talking about me and my relationship with this country. With Belgium, my home country. I just paid $13 to park my car for like a total of 4 hours. What the hell? That is expensive. To Belgian standards, at least. I was born here in Belgium. I've lived here my whole life. But I've always had this kind of urge, this tendency to try and escape this country. Even when I was really young. I mean, it got worse when I turned 18 and I had like the freedom to move wherever I wanted, but... And yeah, sure. I've even considered moving away from this country several times. But things get in the way, careers, relationships, sometimes common sense. And you might think that the country I was thinking about moving to was Greece. And sure, to a certain extent you might be right. Even during that last trip we did, where we just came back from, I was doing kind of the comparison between Belgium and Greece, and especially Crete specifically, and how it would be to move over there. And for the first time ever in a relationship, Hilda was actually talking with me about that. Not that she's considering to move, but she wanted to do the the mental exercise, I guess. Do the comparison herself. But we both realize that, you know, no matter where you live, there's always going to be trouble, there's always going to be problems. But what am I trying to escape, and why? I think part of it is that thing that I've talked about before. I prefer warmer climates. Over here, it's just dreadful. That's part of it. But there's also like a quality of life thing. I love my hometown. I love where I live, or where I live near to, my hometown of Gent. There's no other place in Belgium I would want to live, to be perfectly fair. My apologies to any other Belgians, but but in general, Belgium is just quality of life, the focus of life is so different than it is in some other countries. I think that is the thing that is bugging me. As you can tell, it's election time, local elections, so for the city council and for the province council. And those signs are everywhere. And it's still like a month away. So I'm looking at all these ugly mugs day in, day out. We saw a few signs, but down the street it's just insane. There's more signs in people's front lawns than there are people. It's weird. And these parties that they have the signs for, not always the most tolerant. Let me put it that way. And that is also part of that different life standard, a different kind of goal in life. By the way, it's a nice late summer day. Really enjoying it. I'm going to miss this weather. Again. I know, I keep repeating myself. But yeah, when it comes to the standards and the life goals, it's all about image. Having the biggest car, having the biggest house, and making sure your front yard is perfectly tended, all that kind of stuff. Having the most impressive job. People are so focused on their work. I was talking to my friend on Crete, Nikos, who used to own the hotel and is now doing these boat trips. And he is so much happier since he gave up the hotel. Because that's what they do in Greece. They don't live to work, they work to survive. They work to make money and to make sure that they can do the fun things in life. And they do plenty of fun things, enjoying life. But even if he's home in between work, he's spending quality time with his family, going out for dinner. We joined him for dinner while we were there and we had a great time. And I don't get around to that kind of stuff when I'm in Belgium. This is this little alleyway. Not too far from my home. There's a dead end, but it has some nice views. And it has something special. It has ponies. There used to be two. I don't know where the other one went, because that one in the back is a sheep. Hey there, buddy. Oh, there's actually two sheep. Three. Why is that sheep wearing a harness? I'm not going to ask questions. I don't want to know the answer. But yeah, this is a nice little road. So yeah, the things I'm looking for in quality of life is just, I don't know, hard to describe, hard to catch. Like one of the things I love to do when I'm in Crete is just drive into the mountains and enjoy the silence. Go drive towards the sea and dive in the water. To have that variety of things to do, the choices I don't have when I'm stuck at home, because I live in one small country that's basically a huge city with a lot of grumpy people and not enough space to escape. And I know that you have those kind of problems no matter where you live. It's always a matter of the grass being greener on the other side, you know, that thing. And it's not like I want to move to another country. I guess I just want to migrate. Just travel from one country to the other, come home, go to a different country, just explore this huge globe that we're living on. I said this many times before. If I should end up having a lot of money at some point, I wouldn't be spending it on big cars, fancy jewelry, fancy clothes, big house even. I would travel. I would make sure that I have a decent house to come back to, but nothing too fancy. Something where I can feel home in between all of the exploration and getting away from this toxic kind of, I don't know, xenophobic. It's insane how well life is for people in this age. It's a cliche, but I had grandparents that lived through the Second World War, that grew up during that war. My grandparents told me stories, and my grandma still tells me stories about how it was for her to have to sneak to the next village because the occupiers were shooting anybody that was on there out of their house at night because they needed to get medicine for their mom or something like that. Just these insane stories. And all over the world, people are suffering, fighting for their life, fighting for their right to exist, fighting for the right to have a home country and to have a home that they can dislike because people are nagging. And in itty bitty Belgium, everybody's afraid, everybody's angry. And that's been happening all over the West. It's insane. I don't want to partake in that anymore. As I said in my previous video, if society can behave, fine. I'll just do my own thing. Travel around. Well, that's not happening. It's a dream, I guess. It's never too late in life to have a dream. Not that I consider myself old. I sometimes make the joke, but nah. Things are just starting. And every time I come back from Greece, I have this feeling. And in a way, it's frustrating because, there's not much I can do about it right now. It's also reassuring that I know that it is something that is in me, something that is true. And that means that at some point, I'll live up to it. And I can't wait. And I know my mom, my niece, my brother, they're all watching these videos. I'm not moving, don't worry. Just might be traveling a little more in the future, okay? I love you guys. Alright. We got some videos to make. And this one needs to be edited. It's such a lovely day out. Tomorrow is September 21st, fall. I'm going to miss you, summer. Alright, that was it for today. I'm going to walk back, catch some Pokemons. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe because I'm going to be back with a new video next week. Until then, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Bye-bye. Like no Pokemons down here. What the hell? It's a Pokemon wasteland.